what I do is just like you know, you know what I mean? Like,
Yo, what's going on? Back inside the carpet mountain. I was just outside in the dirt and the wood course. And I gotta say, these tires are giving me mixed feelings. So, like, they're really awesome. Like, you can just tell that they're freaking rad looking. But, that being said, the amount of space in between each lug and running the 33% underdrive, the tire's turning much less in the back, which makes for a lot of skipping and jumping because of those lugs. So it's technically dragging the rear tire, right? Like you'll just, okay, I'll show you here. You can see it here as it cruises. Like once the gears get meshed up, you can see how, awesome camera guy, how the back is technically dragging, which makes for pretty bad climbing out there on that type of terrain. So I think if you're going to do something like this, you kind of need, what would be the best way to word this? Synced up tires, like, or a very minimal overdrive. Like 33% is pretty substantial. And that type of terrain where it's really solid, and like you can see here, like a little bit of spin from the front tires, it's not skipping because this terrain's actually pretty uniform, pretty smooth. It's crawling better in here than it was out there. So I'm going to see what it can do in here. I didn't even want to like grab that footage on camera because it was so bad. Like it was just skipping. I think I'm going to stick with the trenchers out there, as those tires are unreal awesome. So I'm going to try this climb right here. It's kind of like a wall climb and then slide over. See how these tires do on that. They are bigger, so it should be able to pull it off. Yeah, this is a pretty gnarly climb. Gonna have to keep it in two-wheel steering. Yeah, this is a wicked climb. So you can already see the angle it's at. Like it's pretty crazy. So I don't know if it's going to pull this off or not. Oh yeah, look at that. That's nuts. Get that rear over. Yeah, there we go. Dang, first try, and it's up and over there. So the tires on this type of terrain seem pretty awesome. I'm gonna try up this way and try the tire hook right there in the middle of the screen. See how that does. Alright, let's see here. Probably don't need to film this bottom part, but whatever. So these tires are pretty sweet, but if you're going for technical, they're Baja tires, right? They're huge lugs meant for chewing it up. You should have seen them chew up the dirt up there. That little course is going to need some work after that. Like, they have so much grip, and this thing's almost 600 grams. It was just digging holes. So, yeah, they're doing amazing in here so far. Getting through some of these lines like nothing, so this is where it's going to become evident if it's got what I'm looking for. Now, when do I need the rear steer to come over? Yeah. Engage that rear steer and it just dumps it. So this might be a freaking trencher line only. I remember having difficulties getting it just right. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be able to pull it off. Okay, whatever. So the tires work really awesome in here because they can spin without catching the lugs and bouncing it. But the outside wasn't digging it at all. I was just hopping and skipping. So there's something to be said about this type of terrain. It's frickin', I find it more enjoyable than the outside, to tell you the truth. Your rig won't break when you roll. It's still pretty darn difficult. So let's try to take it up some of these spots that were quite brutal, even with the trenchers. So this line right here gets wicked steep in a second if those back tires can hop up over. I don't know if we need rear steer on this or what. There we go. So it doesn't look like anything right now, like just from where the camera is, but that rig is sitting pretty steep. Try to switch up camera locations. So if we can get that front left to hook, it will pull it up and over. Yeah, there we go. You can see the whole back end shift. Wicked difficult line. There we go. Engage the rear, shift it over. Let's see if it can stay planted. Yeah, sick. Okay, so I'm liking these tires more than I thought. The first impressions outside, nah, don't like them. Gonna take it up this part here now. Let's do some one-handed driving, should be fine. So right up in there, like, try to get a good angle. It shows it gets pretty steep, so I'm gonna try to keep it to the right because I know the left is pretty easy. Try to use the wall a little bit. Drive on that. Get the tire up through that little rut right there. Yeah. I don't like one-handed driving. It's not accurate or controlled very well at all. Nice. Well, this is where it's about to get brutal. Left tire's got a hook so the right tire can hook on the front. Oh yeah. Decent. Yeah, these tires are pretty sick. Let's try for that gnarly line up there. I know this line right here is crazy. So, where to set the camera for this? Okay, camera is balancing, barely, on a kitty litter box. So this line is freaking insane. JLU can't make it, C10 can't make it. You gotta have that length to reach right here. So that, yeah, this is getting crazy. So it's pretty much vertical right there. Just can't pull itself around. Come on, Pro X, you got this. Very precise line here. Oh, losing it. Gonna try some four-wheel steering. I don't know if I need dog tracking or crab walking or like Halo style warthog. Woo-wee. This is such a brutal line. Okay. Maybe we'll try from over here a little farther. Looks like that's kind of where the tires go. Look at that. That thing is vertical right now. There goes the box. Like crazy freaking rig. Whoa, barely balancing the freaking camera. Very difficult. You change your tire size and you change the climbing capabilities of a rig completely. Come on. Yep. I don't know if I need bigger tires or smaller.
You see, a pimp's love is very different from that of a square.